Welcome to another ASMR video. Today I'm going to be showing us 3 video games from my childhood. May not be my favorite video games from my childhood, but there are ones that I have come back to again and again and again and again and again. So I wanted to show off these three games. Without any further ado, let's get to the first game. This is Motocross Mania 3. How quaint. How correct. It's odd. I feel like this cover doesn't do the game enough justice. I feel like you can't really learn anything about this cover and about this game through this cover. It's a 2-player game. You can play split screen, and play split screen. Someone up here, someone down here, someone up here, someone down here, someone up here, someone down here. Split screen, split screen, split screen game. It is a motocross game. Crazed riders have turned motocross racing into an intense blood sport where survival is the name of the game. Unleash the mania in a ferocious, high-speed, hand-to-hand combat. Bring on the pain with intense air and ground-based combat. Experience manic game modes like Last Man Standing and Battle Royale. They did it before Fortnite. Race through more than 20 deadly courses from crowded city streets to treacherous mountains. Dish out the damage. Tons of hard-hitting weapons like golf clubs, cattle prods, crowbars, and more. Now, I don't think this is the original copy I had growing up. It's likely that the 3 of these I'm showing off are not the original copies, just because when I was a kid I was very careless with the things I owned. It's also single player. I think I may have made it seem too much like it's only 2-player, but you can play single player. I have beat this game many times. It's not a long game, but sometimes it can be a little difficult to get through the levels efficiently. It is, however, published by 2K Games, which is very interesting. It's made by Davis Studios UK. It's an English game. So we can open this up. I should stop that before I scratch it. I love that these old games always have I love that these games always have a spot for the memory card, so you can just tuck it in there and take it to a friend's house. Because because that was always the most impressive thing about the PlayStation 2, was the idea that you could take a memory card out of your PlayStation and pocket it. Go to your friend's home, take that memory card in, slot it right into someone else's PlayStation, and just play your game. I miss that era. I miss that era so much. There's a manual as well. I probably shouldn't be putting my mouth around this. I don't know how old this is. It's a shame that old games just die. They don't deserve to die. There's the character I would always play as. This is Chino Baez. I always pronounced his last name incorrectly when I was a child. It's spelled B-A-E-Z. I always thought it was Baez, or Baez, but it is Baez. Let's see if they have any other characters. He definitely feels like he's supposed to be the main character with how much they push him. We can look at all the weapons they list here as well. You got a baseball bat. It costs 0. That is the one you start with. Crowbar. Hockey stick. Tonfa. That's the real kicker that you can tell it's English is because they call it a tonfa. Cattle prod. Ice axe. Scepter, which looks like it's a hand. Flower club. Cricket bat. Golf club. Bear paw and China staff. My favorite was always the China staff. They would just murk them. There's also other characters like Oleg Trotsky, Moishi Flavin, Karen Lawson, James Boateng, Letitia Jones. Is that all the names you have up there? No, there's a lot more than that. There they are. So you have Chino Baez, male, Puerto Rico, 5'8". Average male height. Letitia Jones, female, Brooklyn, New York, 5'9". She's taller than him. Eva Stromberg, 26, female, Gothenburg, Sweden. She is 6 foot tall. She's bigger than both of them. Moishi Flavin, age 23, male, West Hollywood, 5'9". So Baez is still the shortest one. Oleg Trotsky, he's 65. I forgot how old he was. From Russia, 5'6", new shortest. James Boateng, 22, male. He is 6'5", new tallest. Samia Mitra, 17, female. Portsmouth, England, 5'2", new shortest. And Karen Lawson, 21, from Adelaide, female, 5'8". A lot of tall characters. The shortest one is Samia Mitra. You can also use. There's a lot of bonus characters that are not being shown in here. I know there's a robot. There's another guy named Johnny. We have a notes section. You could take notes in here. I'm gonna call it there for our Motocross Mania 3. A very dirty case. This one might actually be from when I was a kid. I love this game. Tony Hawk's American Wasteland Special Edition, baby. Of course, you know I got that special edition. And by that I mean we probably got this at a Goodwill. Now this game can also be 2-player. It is also split screen player up here. One player down here, split screen, split screen, split screen, split screen. This one is T for teen, which you wouldn't expect from a skateboarding game, especially with this beautiful man on it. Tony Hawk is. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. He was almost going to be the president. The first free-roaming Tony Hawk's game. Skate LA as one massive streaming world. No loading. Choose board or bike. I have no idea to this day why they added a bike. I don't think anyone wanted the bike. And I think if we had the choice, I'm fairly certain people would vote against the bike because I don't, like I said, I don't see any reason for there being a bike in a skateboarding game. In a skateboarding game, no bike. Customize your look, decks, and tricks all in game. Freedom to ride forever. Bust new, mind-blowing tricks. Bonus features, 2 exclusive classic mode levels, 2 exclusive secret characters, a making of documentary, and a concept gallery featuring Jimbo Phillips. Does anyone know who Jimbo Phillips is? I don't think anyone knows who Jimbo Phillips is. That's Tony Hawk, just in case you weren't paying attention. This is made by Neversoft. Neversoft, they did some good work. They did the best work of their career during this era, in my opinion. You can see how dirty the back is. Let's open this bad boy. And of course, this has the greatest hits. That's just me being biased. I love this game. Of course you have the spot for the memory card, like I said. And you got the book. I think that's an anti-theft thing. I almost dropped this. I would have been mad. No loading. That was, I think that was supposed to be the biggest marketing point of American Wasteland, was the fact that the game did not have loading in between the levels. But in my opinion, sometimes that takes away because you couldn't build the levels as strongly as maybe you previously could. But that's just me. I'm gonna set this down. What was it? I got startled. I was like, who's this man? This man. Pay attention to this man. Tony Hawk, Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, this is Tony Hawk. Hey guys, I'm Tony Hawk. I am the best skateboarder alive. And when I die, the world will mourn for eons and eons. Everyone will remember the name of Tony Hawk. It's me, Tony Hawk. I love Tony Hawk. That's me. I don't know what happened there. This is from like 2004, I think. Table of contents. Anything I can show off besides just flipping through. I miss colored manuals as well. I forgot that you could take a picture of your face and you could put it in the game on your skater and skate around with your face on a skater. I could never get it to work because I didn't have an iToy, nor did I have any clue how to use the internet when I was a lad. Oh, and you have all the songs listed in here. There's no way that's every song, is it? There's no way that's every song. Dove-tongued aggressor, filthy/gorgeous. Watch it fall. Put your quarter up. Devolution. Iron Tusk. Grave Dancer. California Uber Allies. Peace Frog. Little Girl. Black Metal. Sniper Picnic. Unconditional. Borstal Breakout. Who Do You Want to Be? Los Angeles. Organism. Question the Answer. One Word Extinguisher. Duke Curb Crawler. Search and Destroy. Couch Slouch. Champ. Juki Skate Rock. Burnt. What's Up Fat Lip? We're Gonna Fight. Better Homes and Gardens. I Disappear. Hey, hey, hey. Burn Hollywood Burn. Live Wire. There's no way that's all the songs. I remember so much more. Warlord. 30-Day Wonder. Astro Zombies. Ever Fallen in Love? Everyone is Someone in LA. Fix Me. Get Off My Back. Holiday. House of Suffering. I Like Dirt. Image. Institutionalized. Let's Have a War. Like Eating Glass. Live Near Death. Penalty Box. Rawhide. Rise Above. Seeing Red. Screaming at a Wall. Skate Africana. Sonic Reducer. Start Today. Suburban Home. I Like Food. Teenagers from Mars. Time to Escape. Vendetta. Wash Away. We're Only Gonna Die. Who Is Who? Wild in the Streets. Son of Pearl. Search and Destroy. Did they print that twice? They did. Interesting. Well, I will tell you that this game was 100% responsible for shaping my music taste today. Insanely good music. I don't think I have ever played a video game with better music. And like I said, that's very likely bias from growing up with the Birdman himself. But let's get on to our last game, why don't we? Now, we have Smackdown versus Raw 2008. This is from the year 2007. That's not even a joke. This came out in 2007. Because that's how you do games with numbers in them. I have never, ever, 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 ever understood. I've never understood, never will understand. Why when you're making a game, why call it 2008? Because why would you want it to be the next year? Because you can't predict what will become. So if you call it 2008 and something is wrong, like, for instance, this happens all the time in wrestling games. But, say, WWE 2K15 comes out. In the game is Cody Rhodes with his mustache gimmick. He doesn't have that anymore by the time the game comes out. So do not call it 2008, call it 2007. I digress. That is a me issue, and I understand that is a me issue, because I am a picky little loser. But SmackDown versus Raw 2008. This had my favorite roster. This had best wrestlers. And this is the first time you could play a CM Punk. What? I love CM Punk. CM Punk is a strong reason I'm still into wrestling today. How will you play WWE Hall of Fame? The celebration of sports entertainment. Only the most successful, recognized, celebrated, and unique superstars achieve this status. The path to becoming a WWE legend is your choice alone. How will you play? WWE 24/7 mode. Become a legend. 8 unique superstar fighting styles. They did add fighting styles in this version. I remember not understanding that. I need to make one thing clear. When I was younger, I was so bad at video games. I cannot believe how bad I was at video games looking back on it. These three games, I didn't beat one until I was an adult. That is sad. But this one will always be my favorite. My father showed me this. I have a very, very funny memory. When I was younger, when my dad was introducing me to this game, he let me just play on it. He didn't care. But in this game, you can create custom wrestlers. He created one for himself. So I saw that. I decided to play as him, not as any of the actual wrestlers. In my first match I played of this game, put it on baby difficulty because I was baby at the time, and I went against the weakest character on there I could find to make it the easiest on myself as possible, right? I choose a lady, and go into the match. There was intergender wrestling in this game. So I chose a lady because she was the weakest. My dad walks in halfway through the match. What the hell are you doing? Sorry, that's not my dad. My dad's more, what the hell are you doing? I'm playing game. Because I was beating the shit out of my dad's fiance with his character. Not knowing that probably looks really bad coming from your child. Oh, very funny memory. Can you name these folks? I can, but I'm cheating. Who's that? Who's that? Who's this guy right here? Who's that? Who's that? That's the Undertaker. Parker Calloway. Who's that? Who's that? Who is that? It's John Cena. I know it may look like I'm pointing to an empty spot, but I promise you it wasn't. Who's that? Who is that? Who is that? That's Bobby Lashley. I love Bobby Lashley. I feel so bad for how they were treating him. Stupid. Then you have Stuntman Ignition. Oh yeah, by the way, this game is available across generations. You can get this game on the PS2, you can get it on the PS3. I forgot about that. This game is also T for Team. All of the books look the same. Bunch of controls. You can see the menu there. The menu. Keep going through, and it shows you the gameplay features. Hall of Fame, ECW presence, the 24/7 mode. You can see Undertaker attacking Batista right here. Batista was always really good. Batista was great. He was destined for greatness. He really, really was. They also added the ability to fight in the crowd in this version. I don't know if that's new. I don't have any idea, but I remember doing that a lot. And getting counted out every single time or getting disqualified because I didn't understand that you can't just go out there and start beating the shit out of your enemy with like a garbage can. There's ladder matches as well. There is a very small book in comparison. That is a shame. And then a car on the back. That's when they used to do advertisements for other games. So this is made by THQ, RIP. But THQ also made this one, RIP. But I think I will go ahead and call it there, and I'll leave you with this. I really appreciate you stopping by. You take care of yourself, okay?